On this episode of Scott vs. Box, I open up Robocop 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook from Arrow Video. Drop it. Oh no! Oh, that's right, it's a Steelbook. It's fine. Right? This is Robocop 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook from Arrow Video. I'm very excited. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. If you can't tell from my full body tattoo. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. No big deal. This movie's outstanding. I love the original. I really like number 2, and number 3 also exists. And there was a remake. But the first one is the best one, and this one's loaded with extras. I was super excited when Arrow Video announced this. There was all kinds of stuff to it because I have a Criterion Collection DVD, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool, but man, it could look cooler. And this is the original artwork, the poster and all that on the cover there. So I'm all in. There's a side panel, you nerds. And then on the back, look at all the stuff. They don't even show pictures of the movie. They're like, sorry, too much stuff to talk about. Too many extras and such. So, first off, well, actually, as I look at this, it doesn't even tell you about the movie. It's like, look, there's a guy, he's a cop, and he's half robot. What do you want? Robocop. Boom. That's the movie. But there's tons of stuff. So, there's 4K Ultra HD Steelbook Edition contents includes a 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative by MGM, transferred in 2013 and approved by director Paul Verhoeven. Sure, it's fine. I don't care. Whatever. Just keep making money. Director's cut and theatrical cuts of the film on 2 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs. So that's pretty cool. Normally it's like, oh, one of them's the fancy disc, the other one, get the fancy disc. But the theatrical cut's what I'd seen forever. It's got one of the most terrifying scenes with the introduction of Ed 209, and then the director's cut, if you've never seen it, it makes that scene of the introduction of Ed 209 totally different. And it's a few seconds, and it's the biggest change in the world. It's been out for a while. Okay, so here's what happens. This is great. I'm going to throw in a clip. I have no clips. Ed 209, the one guy is like, here, for a demonstration, here, hold the gun. Ed 209's like, put the gun down, do it right away, or I'll shoot you in the face. And the guy's like, oh, hey, I'm just a corporate guy. Throws the gun down. It's like, you have 10 seconds to comply. The guy's like, huh? What's going on? He's scrambling. Help me. People are trying to do it. And Ed 209's counting down, and then you have no more time to comply. And the guy's going, and getting shot with bullets. And then he flies up onto the model of, like, fancy new Detroit, run by OCP, and then dies. And it's graphic and horrific. But in the director's cut, Paul Verhoeven's like, no, it's got to last longer because it's got to be so absurd that this machine that we want to enforce the law, it just keeps shooting him. Blah, 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 blah. So the guy's on the model, and he's already gone, and he's already, and it just keeps happening. And it becomes funny in the really grotesque way for a person like me that would enjoy. And then it's like, then the boss is like, I'm really disappointed in you, but it goes too far. That's what makes it good. This was movie talk by me. I'm sorry. So that's how excited I am about it. I just rambled of myself in the camera. So there's that. The other exclusive stuff for the Steelbook are original lossless stereo and 4-channel mixes, plus DTS, HDMA 5.1, and Dolby Atmos surround sound options on both cuts. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing on both cuts. 44-page collector's booklet featuring writing on the film by Omar Ahmed, Christopher Griffiths, and Henry Blythe. And then there's a slew of extras on top of that. A slew, I tells you. But let's look at some of this, because I've been rambling on so much. There's the back of the Steelbook right there. Delta City, the future has a silver lining. Oh, man. This is so cool. Look at this on the inside. That's rad. So we got stuff. We got discs. We got inserts. So Peter Weller, this performance is amazing. It's not just something where it's like, oh yeah, he's a cool cop, and then he's in the robot suit. Like, comes up with this whole cool robot language as Robocop. This cool I was going to say Commedia dell'arte. No, it's not Commedia dell'arte, but just the physicality that it brings to it, the voice, everything about it's just so cool. And we got the booklet here. Want to make sure that nothing's too graphic before I show you. Kurtwood Smith, Nancy Allen, Ronnie Cox, all other cast members in this movie that are just outstanding. Everyone's top notch. It's gory. It's satirical. It's got everything. This movie holds up, man. It is good. So, talking about tales from the movie, what all goes on. So, I won't show that one, but just like behind the scenes stuff, just a cool booklet telling me all kinds of stories I probably don't know. Because while I love the movie and watch the movie a lot, I don't know all the ins and outs about it. But thankfully, there's tons of extra stuff here. So what else we got? Commentary by director Paul Verhoeven, executive producer John Davison, and co-writer Ed Neumeyer. For this was all recorded in the theatrical cut and re-edited in 2014 for the director's cut. Commentary by film historian Paul M. Salmon. Commentary by Christopher Griffiths, Gary Smart, and Eastwood Allen. The Future of Law Enforcement, Creating Robocop, an interview with co-writer Michael Miner. Robo Talk, a conversation between co-writer Ed Neumeyer and filmmakers David Burke and Nicholas McCarthy. Truth of Character, an interview with Nancy Allen on her role as Lewis. Casting Old Detroit, an interview with casting director on how the film's ensemble cast was assembled. I'm not even halfway through. This is crazy. And that's just on disc 1. That's just on disc 1. There's so much more stuff. I'm going to jump to the theatrical cut. There's a split screen comparison between the director's cut and theatrical cut and edited for TV version. So there's a Robocop edited for television, a compilation of alternate scenes for 2 edited for television versions, including outtakes and all kinds of... This is crazy. This is such an amazing deal. This is affordable too. Like, this wasn't... If you're a Robocop fan, this wasn't like, oh my God, this set's going to be outrageous. It wasn't outrageous. This is like $30 on Arrow or Amazon at this point, I'm sure. Just tons of stuff. Does Peter Weller do any of these? He's in a panel discussion. Okay. There's one. There's deleted scenes. There's more stuff. Extensive image galleries. Theatrical trailers. So much stuff. My week is set. I'm going to just be watching this over and over again. So we got the director's cut right here. Boom! Which is the one I'm going to be watching. Occasionally I'll turn on the theatrical cut. It'll be on the background. But I'm all director's cut these days. And then bam! Theatrical cut right there. Beautiful OCP discs. There's the scene. This is the infamous scene that I so well described, didn't I? And acted out with let's see, where is it? There's the guy. And then there's that 209. He's like, drop it, do stuff. He's like, oh, no, please don't. So this is so cool. And I got a booklet. I got some nighttime reading here. This is the best. Robocop. I don't know if it can be done any better than this by Arrow Video. All right. I went and I looked and I read every single thing. And I'm like, what else do I need to cover? Do I need to tell everybody every single thing? I guess at some point, just go look it up for yourselves. But that was, I told you a lot of the good stuff, and maybe there's stuff that you're like, oh, I like the music or I like the props, like that stuff's in there too, but I'm not going to go through every single thing. This is just the penultimate version of Robocop that I think exists out there. Maybe I can see if you're like, I want it on VHS. I want it to look grainy and nasty and dirty. That makes sense, and I hear you, and that's awesome. But this collector's steelbook, like this is out of sight. This is just, it's awesome. It's the original artwork right there. It's so cool. It's got director and theatrical, the best that it can possibly look. I mean, the end sequence, I don't think you can change that. It's just going to look how it's going to look. Other than that, this movie's perfection. I love it. It's outstanding, and this is probably the best version that's ever going to exist. The booklet, I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to watch these and see the quality of it and see all of these features. What do you think about Robocop? What's your favorite Robocop movie? Don't even get me started on the Robocop graphic novels, because those are cool too. Yes! Robocop 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook from Arrow Video. Outdone yourselves. Boom. Thanks for watching Scott vs. Box. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you never miss any unboxings. And there are daily unboxings on this channel. Action figures, video games, playsets, toy blasters, and so much more. Well, I can't sit around and talk to you all day. I gotta get back to unboxing. Unless you have cookies. No cookies? All right, back to unboxing I go.